It's actually very hard to believe that 2 years ago, a couple of drawings that they sent, that people took those drawings and built that. It's like incredible. You don't have any understanding of the scale or the complexity of how they did it, but it's here and it exists. And the first day I arrived at 1 in the morning, and I just saw over the park and the lights were being tested and stuff like that. That was actually very emotional because I realised how large this was.
Yeah.
You know, I'm lucky to work on these great films, but I've never worked on anything quite as big as this. We talked a lot about what everybody's, what the audience's experience is when the story is happening on film. It was the same for this. It's like, what's the audience, what the visitors experience as they travel from area to area? And the park designers, they wanted very different moods in different sections, and calmness here and excitement there, and a little bit of drama, but that's mainly on the the rides and things. So we actually had to come up with there's a lot of drama in the original music, so we couldn't use that, so I had to kind of do new versions of things that were going to be a little bit more relaxed and a little bit more enjoyable. So we did a whole bunch of stuff for the pub, basically. First time I've ever written pub music. I spent a lot of time in them, so I should know how to do it, but we got to take all the tunes, and I got this great sort of folk band, and we just kind of jammed all on the tunes for a couple of days. It was great. It was one of the most fun musical things I've done in a while. That was the thing about Test Drive. It was like one of the first things I ever wrote, and it was just trying to prove. It was a proof of concept. It was like, how do you make music that sounds like what we all want to do, which is fly? I mean, that's one of the joys of the film, is this idea that you can have a friend who you can fly with, who will help you fly. So that's where those very initial sort of experiments, and I had like half of that cue. I didn't even have the second half of the tune. I just had the beginning of it. And I remember early on, I just played it for everybody, Dean and everybody, and I just kind of pressed play really loud with all the guitars and shit and the drums and everything else like that. So does this feel like flying? And I turned around, they looked like they'd been on a roller coaster. You can't say that to me because it's like I'm trying to work as well. I mean, like, I'm supposed to be working on Wicked 2 at the moment. They're talking about culture. It's very hard to create if you think too much like that. There's too much weight on you. You just try and concentrate. Is this good? Can I make it better today? Can I make it better by next week? Can I make it better by the time the film comes out? That's really all you got to worry about. It's like, if you worry about anything else, you're done for.